Hello friends, a histogram is a powerful technique in data visualization. It is an accurate graphical representation of the distribution of numerical data. Basically, histogram used to represent data given in form of some groups. It is similar to bar graph, but it is useful to show values grouped in bins of intervals. To construct a histogram, the first step is to bin, or you can say the brackets, the range of values. It means divide the entire range of values into a series of intervals and then count how many values falls into each interval. So let's create histogram by using hist function. The first one is, if you did not specify the bins in histogram, so it will create 10 bins by default. So let's create first, taking default bin, that is 10. Import matplotlib .pyplot is the module of matplot library. Give an alias name as plt. Here is my variable which contains some elements as an array: 45, 65, 78, 66, 52, 89, 90, 45 and 54. So by using hist function you can draw your histogram. Then plt dot show, so it will display your histogram. If you want to define your Xlabel and Ylabel for your diagram, so you can use Xlabel function. On Xlabel you can display interval, that is, you can say bin or buckets. On Ylabel you can display frequency. Give the title of your plot, plt.title, that is student marks. Now run your file. So here you can see the Xlabel, that is interval or bin, and on Ylabel you can see the frequency and the title of your histogram. So here is your histogram which will create 10 bins. If you want to check the default bins, how many bins are there, so you can check. Here b is a variable which will store bins generated by hist function, and when you print this variable b, it will display default 10 bins. So here you can see the intervals or the bins. The first one is 45.2, 49.5, that is first bin, and next is second, then third, and fourth is 58 to 5, then 63, and so on. So these are the 10 bins. So if you want to check the default bins by using the following statement, so you can use b equals to plt.hist a and then print your bins. You can take n values for bin. For example, if you want to create the bins equals to 5, so it will create 5 bins. Okay, something is wrong, that is bins. So here is your histogram, and here you can see the intervals or the bins, that is 5, the first bin and the second and third, 4 and 5. So these are the 5 bins. You can customize your bins also. For example, if the elements are 1, 4, 7, 12, 13 and 15, so you can customize your bins according to your requirement. My first one is 1 or 5, it means it will generate first bin, that is first to 4, next is 5 to 9, then 10 to 15. So it will create 3 bins, and in between bins it will count the frequency of these elements and create your histogram. By default, bins will be divided automatically. Python checks the lowest and highest values from the given numbers and divides in equal size bins. So here is your histogram, and you can check your bins. Here you can see in the first bin, that is first to 4, the frequency or the elements are 1 and 4, and the frequency is 2, so it will create a bar up to the heights of 2. And next one is 5 to 9, second bin is 5 to 9, and the frequency of elements, that is 7 is vary between these 5 to 9 bins, so the frequency is 1, so it will create a bar. And next is 10 to 15, so there are 3 elements that are 12, 13 and 15 are vary between these intervals, so the frequency of these elements are 3, so it will generate a bar up to the 3. So in the same manner you can draw your histogram. If you want to change the width and color of these bars, so you can use or apply some attributes for this. If you want to increase the width or reduce the size of your bars, so you can specify R width attribute, and for color you can use R for red color, that is color code. So here you can see the width and the color, and it will generate or create 5 bars according to your bins. Next attribute is weight. Let's see some changes with some other elements. And the bins are 0 to 32, then 33 to 44, then 45 to 59, and next is 60 to 100. Now let's see the use of weights function. Weights equals to there are 6 elements in variable a, so I used weights equals to 2 for each element. One element weight is 1 by default, and here we increase it by 2, so it will draw bars double according to weights. Let's see the changes. So here you can see the heights. If you did not use weights attribute, so one element weight is 1 by default, and here we are using 2, so it will draw bars double according to weights. You can also change the orientation of these bars. Let's change the orientation. That is horizontal, so it will draw your histogram in horizontal manner. Where your bins will be displayed on y-axis and frequency on y-axis. So that's all about histogram, and in the next video we will use some more functions on histogram. If you have any doubt, you may write an email. Thank you for watching the video.